All right, to continue my Drop C series, what we're going to do, we're going to look at some cool songwriting ideas for Drop C Mixolydian. So let's get started. So right off the bat, we're talking about a D major chord here. Now once again, we're talking the language. We know this is C, technically because we're in Drop C, but we talk the language. This is a D chord, and we're going to continue to talk like that, and so that there's no misunderstanding. Okay, so D is going to be our first chord we're going to look at. Now our next chord we're going to look at is an E minor. Okay, and so what we got is we've got a D, we got a major shape here, and then we got a minor shape. Okay, now our next shape is technically an F minor 7 flat fifth, and we're only doing 3 strings of that particular chord, and so we're going to talk about that. So that is formulated by putting our first finger on string 3 fret 5, we put our second finger on string 1 fret 5, and we put our pinky finger, and if you want to use your third you can, I prefer the pinky, on fret 7, string 2. Sounds like that. Okay, so here's what we got so far. We got a D, we got an E minor, we got our F flat 5th type chord, and then the next chord will be a major, and then after that we got a minor chord, another minor chord, and major, little C. But let's talk about that. So we got a D major, E minor, F sharp. Now this chord here, this is our G chord, and it's a typical major style chord, like our D. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna slide that up 2 frets to an A. And then we're gonna hit this here, which is a B minor, and then we're gonna go up to a C, and then a D. So that gives us our full range, 1 octave. We got D, E minor, F sharp, G, A, B minor, C, D. Okay, so there's our Mixolydian, there's our Mixolydian mode. Now, if you watch some of my other videos, I have something where I believe it's just a touch more melodic, but is not the accurate Mixolydian mode. And let me show you what I mean. What I do is I'll play my D and I'll play this here, the E minor, and rather go to that flat 5th chord, I just do an F sharp minor. And then I do a D major, A major, which that should have been a minor chord. And then I go to A minor here, which is a B minor, and then, oops, sorry, C and D. Okay, so what we got now is we got this thing going on here where I kind of changed things around just a little bit. It still keeps it in a major chord because a Mixolydian mode is just a flat 7th tone. And so what we're doing is, what I'm doing is a couple of those chords, I'm reversing that and using a regular major. It works fine. Okay, so once again, the Mixolydian mode, true. Okay, and something I do that's a little more harmonious if you're playing by yourself, let's say, goes like this: D, E minor, F sharp minor, G, A, B minor, C, okay, so you can see the difference there. I use a different chord depending on what I'm doing. And just to show you the way I do it, sometimes you can do stuff like... Okay, now that's, once again, incorrect, but a harmonious way to do it. Now here is the correct Mixolydian mode. Now I missed a couple of words right there, but okay. So that gives you a structure there for songwriting. Both work. Now let's look at something else that you can add to it. Okay, you got your D, a C2. Now when I play the C2, I block my bottom string from ringing out. Sometimes you can use it, but it gives it a little bit of a vague kind of sound, so I stick to that C2. And then the next one, I also do not play the 6th string, would be an E minor 7. And then I do this chord here, which is like an A minor added 4, let's say. So what I just did was this. And you throw in an A2 there, maybe a G, and back to D. So, great songwriting pattern you do. There's your A minor 7, added 4, A2, G. So there's some great songwriting tips for drop C Mixolydian. Practice, subscribe, have a great day.